on this. Anyways, how you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. How'd you enjoy Extreme Off-Road yesterday?
I liked the first half of it. The second half kind of started getting a little twitchy, and then
We put the hard jobs at the end.
yeah, the last job, I just hit this one point where I kept on getting. I spent like over 5 minutes trying to hit this one strip, and then I'm just like, okay, my patience is exhausted, and I popped out. This is pretty funky. Yeah, it was funny though, because I don't know what chat those guys were using, but I definitely wasn't in it.
Oh, are you in the Extreme Off-Road chat? Are you in that?
Not. It was funny because I messaged Geostigma because I'm actually friends with him. I messaged him after, like, between the first and second races, and I'm like, hey, you guys in the chat? And then I don't hear anything back from him until like the second to last race, and he's all like, yes. And then that was it. Like, no invite, no nothing. And I'm
yes.
like,
you know the chat we're in.
Yeah, it's like, okay, all right, they're in a chat, but apparently I'm not invited. So that kind of, I don't know, I might have finished out the last race if I was in a chat, but I was just like, man, all right, now you get invited to the chat, stuck in this one section, can't ask for any tips. So then I called it. Is this your race? Is this one of your races?
No, it's not.
Okay.
This is berny1980. There's a chat for the Extreme Off-Road in Raid. I don't know if you're in.
Yeah,
that
they
one.
weren't. I mean, I think I'm in the Rally Raid one.
Okay, maybe they were in a different chat then. They might have been in their own chat.
Yeah, the cool people chat.
I think there's a one called Dr. Geo's chat. I think that might be the one he was in. He was probably using it for his monster truck race he was doing before it. He was doing a monster truck playlist before the Extreme Off-Road playlist. So he was probably using the same chat he uses for that.
Probably. I was really trying not to read too closely in anything. I figured people are just busy and stoned or whatever, and trying to keep track of shit, so.
Yeah, I was watching the stream. I only heard, Hulk and Geo. There were only two people I heard in the chat.
Yeah, actually on my Saturday night playlist, I put in one of the those free caller climber races, and man, people are not really into the climbing races for some reason. I thought it was one of the. I thought it was one of the more. I thought it was one of the cooler ones, but like half the people in the race just were like, "Oh, fuck this!" They just pulled over and went and had a drink or something. I don't know what the hell they were doing.
Yeah, not everyone likes Extreme Off-Road.
No.
Was it one of BK's free crawler jobs?
I can tell you. I can tell you which one it is after this playlist.
Or maybe Tasmania.
I'm kind of leaning towards BK, but I'm not 100%. It's the one where I think it's from a couple of weeks ago. You start up high on one of the ridges, and then kind of go down to Zancudo River, and then you're crisscrossing Zancudo River a couple of times. There's like a little bit of some rock crawling, but not too much.
You jump off the top of Chiliad at the beginning of the race?
I don't know if it's the top, but there's definitely the down. I mean, it's definitely you start off with a pretty epic downhill section. I'll tell you. I mean, once we get done with this, I'll hop in. I still have the playlist saved, so I can tell you which one it is. I know it's Free Crawler, like Free Crawler something. Free Crawler is all in capital letters.
It might have been Tasmania. He does a lot of capital letters. He has a whole series of races just for free. He has like 10 races that he just made for a free crawler.
It's a fun car. I like it. Apparently, it doesn't really have a lot of universal appeal, though. Like, Trunking doesn't even have a free crawler, and I'm like, oh, you want to buy one off me? He's like, no. Like, okay, all right. I'll
yes. Yeah, some people hate it. I know Geo, he hates it. He's always complaining about it.
I mean, it is a little bouncy and roly-poly. I mean, sometimes I feel like you're driving a soccer ball when you're going downhill, but
yeah,
that's half the fun.
It's good for rock crawling. It's just terrible at climbing, though. Not very much torque.
Yeah. Hey, so is it okay if I put out playlist invites on WORC for Saturdays?
Yeah, we don't get anything going on Saturday.
Alright, yeah, I don't want to step on anybody's toes accidentally.
Oh, your playlist that you do?
Yeah, it's like 8 o'clock on Pacific on Saturdays, so it's kind of the dead zone for playlists, at least in the circles that I travel in. And it's about half off-roads. It's I usually have about half off-roads, and I usually try to throw in like 1 or 2 easy extreme or like rally raid style races.
It'd be nice to see what the playlist is. You can post the jobs that you're going to use.
Well, I usually don't